CFR Network, CFR Sports, UFC 279 in the bag, done and dusted. Main event completed. Nate Diaz scored a victory, fairy tale ending for his career. Fourth round, 2 minutes 50 plus seconds, guillotine choke. Congratulations, Nate Diaz, firstly. Dodged a major bullet in not having to face Hamzat. Now, there are apparent conspiracies relating to the whole of this event and the switching around of the main event, etc., etc. I'm not going to get into that. El Kukui, Tony Ferguson, took this fight on 3 weeks' notice to initially fight Lee at 170 pounds. He is historically fought at 155. Did win the Ultimate Fighter at 170. I didn't actually appreciate it. It was only 3 weeks' notice. I thought he had more time to train for this. And as we can see from the imagery, and as we can see from the fight, Tony didn't look his usual self. He didn't have enough time, I feel, to put the necessary muscle on. Um, although there were glimmers and splashes of Al Kukui throughout the fight, and I do think that he won every round, potentially apart from round three. 26-8, going on a legendary 12 fight win streak, only losing prior to that to Michael Johnson. Yeah. 12 fight winning streak, gets the interim strap, doing media at Fox, and tears out his ACL. They strip him of the belt, and we know what happened next. Conor McGregor managed to maneuver himself into that position. Rehabbed himself, came back very quickly. Excellent performance against, was it Pettis was his return fight? Hurdles after hurdles after hurdles. Kept the show going through the zombie apocalypse and taking on when he didn't need to, a dangerous Justin Gaethje. He could have just said, "Nah, nah, let's just wait. We need to do this Khabib thing. We've scheduled this how many times? We need to get it done." But he said, "No, the company needs it, the fans need it," and that was a war, which then turned into just a beat down. I've only watched that once, and I can't bring myself to watch that fight again. Even seeing highlights of it makes me feel a bit like, Then Charles Oliveira, another loss. Totally dominated on the ground. Almost gets his arm broken. Beneil Dariush, very similar. Michael Chandler, that first round, he clearly won that first round, and we were seeing Tony coming back, a nice resurgence, but unfortunately stopped again. And let's unpack this fight that just took place. Very well matched, opposed to the Hamzat fight. But I left watching that fight with a bit of a huge question mark and a bit of a quote unquote salty taste. Um, Tony didn't, as I said, there were flashes of old Tony. Is it because it was a 3 week notice? Was it all of these factors, change of opponent, etc., etc.? Should only have been a 3 round. He went to the main event to a 5 rounds. Um, Tony just he looked competitive, but he didn't look like the Tony that is gonna be getting any belts. He's gonna be beat. I expected the blood outside of the leg, the shin wound. I expected Nate to be bloody, but it was the opposite way around. He took some nasty leg kicks. Tony's game plan should have been, as Connor's was, just to kick them legs, punch where you can, but just go after them legs. Um, or wrestle him. Mm. And it's about the entry in regards to the takedowns and getting into that dominant position. It's, as I said, huge question marks. I think at this point, I mean, Tony was still he was very happy at the end. Um, very jubilant. Um, but I think at 170, I mean, we can definitely still have some fun fights and stuff, but is that what Tony wants? Does he want the fun fights or does he want that strap at 170? Or is he going to go back down to 155? I think it would be nice for him to ride off in a sunset. I mean, he's still got an impeccable record, 26-8. That's still a very good record, and he's not necessarily fought some nobodies. He has fought a lot of talented fighters. We can put his resume up against many fighters, current and past, and it will hold very well. So, congratulations to Nate Diaz. All the best, Tony, in your future endeavors, whether you continue fighting or not. It's always going to be Tony time.